What's up, Vikings Nation, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. I'm your host, Trey Wicks. Now, first and foremost, thank you to everyone who has hit that subscribe. We hit our goal of 300, which was supposed to be done by this Sunday when we take on the Packers, but we beat it thanks to you guys out there. Now, our new goal is 350 subscribers by October 1st. If you're a new viewer or returning viewer who hasn't hit that subscribe yet and you want endless amounts of Vikings content, now is your time to hit that subscribe and that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop a video. So let's get right to it. CBS Sports went through all 32 teams and gave their prediction of a ceiling and a floor. And for the Minnesota Vikings, their ceiling and floor is right on, in my opinion. So let's get right to it. What does CBS have the Minnesota Vikings ceiling to be? Well, it says the 2022 NFL season officially kicks off this week. Before the players take the field, fans are filled with anticipation with what direction their team will be heading this year. Jeff Kerr of CBS Sports recently looked at all 32 NFL teams and provided each team's ceiling and floor for the upcoming season. Kerr projected the Minnesota Vikings ceiling at 11-6 and winning a playoff game, in which he wrote, "The Vikings have the skill position players to compete for the NFC North, as Minnesota has one of the top wide receiver duos in the conference in Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. Dalvin Cook is one of the best running backs in the game, and quarterback Kirk Cousins is good enough to make plays for this team. The Vikings brought in new coach Kevin O'Connell to make this offense elite and provide stability on the roster. O'Connell may be the difference between missing the playoffs and becoming an NFC contender. Minnesota's defense clearly will help, or will certainly help, starting with the dangerous pass-rushing duo of Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter. Jordan Hicks and Eric Kendricks are also a threat at linebacker." So for our ceiling, I am all on board with this, 11-6. That is actually what I have predicted the Vikings to go this season, is 11-6, make the playoffs, which was always my expectation. It should be all of our expectations this season, because we've missed them the past 2 years, is to make the playoffs. And 11-6, I believe, will definitely do that. Now, for me, it's like, okay, that 11-6 ceiling, how about 12-5 as the ceiling? We definitely can do that, especially in today's NFL. Literally anything can happen on any given Sunday. You can go from 0-16 to a Super Bowl appearance, a Super Bowl championship. It hasn't happened yet, but it could realistically happen, because you just don't know. So every year is different. However, our floor also makes a lot of sense, and I really, really hope this doesn't happen. Kerr added the Vikings' potential floor would be 7-10 and missing the playoffs. He said the offensive line and secondary will be areas to watch. Hey, couldn't agree more. Okay, our offensive line has never really been that solid, as far as I can remember. At least we've always been okay towards the bottom half of the league in the offensive line department. We have to figure out some spots like center. Is Garrett Bradbury going to be the guy going forward? Are we going to have to find somebody else? Maybe in trade for somebody, maybe free agency in the offseason, whatever the case may be. Right guard seems like Ed Ingram has taken control of that position, but we really won't know until the end of the year and see how good this offensive line is. Now, for our secondary, the past 2 seasons, they stunk. Okay, plain and simple, we're atrocious. Hopefully that changes this season with some more veteran leadership like Patrick Peterson, Harrison Smith, Shannon Sullivan, who we brought over from the Packers, and all those other players that we have in the mix. Our secondary and our offensive line really need to perform pretty well this season. So that's our ceiling, 11-6. Our floor, 7-10, missing the playoffs by CBS Sports. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, as our new goal is 350 by October 1st. Have a great one, folks. Skol Vikes.